KDB. KDB.
Beats Planet.
And we are back. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. Appreciate y'all for being patient. Yo, Will still 314. We're a little early today, man. Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa. We acting different, man. But hey, same old. We have a fantastic show for y'all today. We're gonna take a look at a mock draft from beloved Dane Brugler of The Athletic. We're gonna see what he has for us, man. We're gonna see 3 rounds of his mock. Now it's a 7-round mock, but we'll still I just stand on what I'm saying. I ain't watching 500, 600 people, 300 people. You know what I mean?
Dane's a maniac.
Yeah. We ain't got to get that far. Cause look, round 1, we're gonna get to pick 15. I got so much to say. Pick 58, so much to say. Pick 72. I may have a word or two about this player. Boy, we're gonna get to pick 200 and 15 Voch. What you think of this? But hey, man, I'm about to go to sleep.
I'm ready to go to bed.
I'm about to get off this stream, dog. So, hey, we're gonna be doing 3 days of draft coverage. In case you didn't know, we'll be here Thursday watching live on the Voch side and on the volume side. This is typically the Voch side. That's typically the volume side. We're still right there. Come in and tune in with us. Tap in. I can't promise Cowherd gonna be here. Last year, Cowherd came through, and I feel highly good.
That was so dope. I stopped my show to come watch your show when Cowherd was on there.
Fire. That's amazing, bro. But I don't know. Cowherd wanted to get in because I'm new to the volume. I'm just regular ass Voch now.
No, man, you even better now. So Cowherd should want to come on.
Hey man, if he's available, we'll do it. But yes, we'll be doing the draft show on Thursday and Friday, and I may do a couple of rounds on Saturday, so we'll talk about that. Now, because we're doing extra work on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we may not do shows on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's okay, don't worry about it. Because what else we gonna talk about anyway? If some Cowboy news happen, I'm gonna give Will the day off. I might just show up and do a little 20-minute on some breaking news shit if some breaking news stuff happens. But we not just finna manufacture topics for no reason.
Which day?
Or Will Steele, if you just want to show up Wednesday and just talk about some non-football stuff and just cool it the day before the draft, that might be a fun day to do that. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we listen. Whatever you want to do, man. I'm here next week, so we're good to go.
Cross that road whenever we get there. But yeah. We're gonna do this Dane Brugler mock draft today, up to 3 rounds of it. I'm really gonna do analysis on the first round, but second and third round is gonna be more so of all right, so cool. Who didn't we draft in the first round? What are these trends looking like in the second round? We always look at these first round trends to see when the runs may happen, when the trends may happen. Where the hell Bijan Robinson go? What offensive lineman going to be there? Situation like that. But second, third round, we're just going to skim and scan to see who's there, and we're going to pick and see if any of my favorite players fall into those categories. And hey, if some of my favorite guys make it to the fourth, I might skim that too, but we're not going to spend that much time on that. So I appreciate y'all for being here. I'm your host, the Lombardicus.
AKA Ferrari.
VOCHLOMBARDI, AKA Ferrari. Y'all follow me on all my social medias. My non-football platform, twitch.tv/Voch Lombardi. We'll be back running after the draft. We just working hard right now. You feel me? And my Patreon, Will Steele, we ran through 8 receivers yesterday on Patreon. So if y'all want to get some film that it's not going to be on YouTube unless the Cowboys draft 8 receivers. But that film is not going to be on YouTube. So if you want to see some wide receiver film, come to the patreon.com/Voch Lombardi where we watched the film. We were very impressed with Jonathan Mingo. We were very impressed with Jackson and Jigba. We were very impressed with your guy Zay Flowers, Will Steele. So if the Cowboys get any of those guys, we're going to throw a little party, and that's what the Patreon was loving. I'm being point guarded by the best in the business, Will Steele.
Yo, I just want to 420, man. Light one up, man. Light one up.
Smoke weed every day, but don't get arrested today smoking weed because you're going to be in jail for the weekend, and you don't want to be in jail.
That's not how you want to be in jail. You want to be in jail for winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Arrest me. If something crazy happened next Thursday, I'll sit in there for a week and a half. Ain't no problem. You know what I mean? But you don't want to be, caught because you got a gram or something. Will, did you know? And my cop homie told me this. Did you know that you get more time for edibles than the actual leaf because the edibles weigh more?
Did not know that.
Hey, y'all better be careful with them damn edibles if you ain't in a safe place. And I know it's Cowboys.
You mean illegal ones, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, not just not just regular brownies.
In the great state of Texas, they got legal edibles down there.
Oh, they do? Well, if you get caught with some shit that's packaged like it ain't from there, you know what I'm saying? It's by the weight. And of course a brownie weighs more than a leaf.
Well,
so shit.
Be careful. I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we don't even indulge in all that, Will Steele. We don't even partake in none of that. My eyes red. We don't even partake in none of this shit.
I'm just glad I'm not who I was anymore.
Hey. Smoke weed every day.
Well,
appreciate
you.
Yeah.
But nowadays it ain't as taboo. I don't give a damn about admitting that. That's different. But what's up, squad?
And also volume is based out of California. So hey, shit, they do what they want to do out there. You know what I mean? Cowherd. I was about to say some shit. Cowherd. Let's move on, man, before
we get fired.
I just me and Will still talk about raises every single day, boy. We can't do this.
I'm not trying to get fired. I'm trying to get fired up.
Yeah. Come on, man. Can't do it. My dumb ass sitting up here like, well, I talked about Colin Cowherd. I said Colin Cowherd may smoke a little bit, and I didn't know how anti-weed Colin Cowherd was, and we got fired from the volume, and
the volume go clip it up. Colin Cowherd smokes weed every day.
Colin Cowherd smokes weed, and my dumb ass gonna be on ESPN. Just I didn't think it was bad when I said it at the time. I don't know. All right, but let's get up out of here. Let's
Colin, please don't watch this show. This can't be the one where Colin like, we got this really great show. All the higher ups, go check them out.
They're bound to be talking about some important football information, and our dumb ass is over here. Colin Cowherd smoke weed. No. We gonna stop if we get fired, Jimmy. Let's get going though. Let's pull up this mock draft. You ready?
I'm ready, man. Let's do. Oh, wait, we ain't ready yet. Wait.
Go ahead, take your time. Take your time. We have fun on this show.
Now we ready.
Let's go, Master William. Master William on the one. Shit, I gotta open. We ain't ready. Shit. What is it? Athletic. Dang it. Hold on. All right, here we go. We good. All right, we good. It's false. Fiction. All right. Okay, my shit got loaded. Okay, I'm gonna look at Will Steele's screen while my phone. But first pick, Carolina Panthers. All right, cool. They get Bryce Young. Now, me and my homeboy said he first talk about this every single week. Will Steele. I wonder, are the Houston Texans, or were the Houston Texans, Bryce Young or bust? That's what I think. I'm wondering if that's what it was, because we've been hearing the news, and this is chumming the water season. Because this time last year they was talking about Mac Jones. Well, 2 years ago they was talking about Mac Jones being third overall. You know what I'm saying? We all thought that was some bullshit. But we're just hearing that if the Houston Texans can't get Bryce Young, quarterback from Alabama, that they're open to drafting a non-quarterback or trading back. And boy, I just don't know what to think about it. I just don't know. If they would be all in on Bryce like that. But if you're a team and you're building and you don't always get these opportunities to be at the top of the draft like this, wouldn't you try to draft a franchise quarterback if you feel like it's one up there? And I feel like it's at least two dudes you can have great confidence in. That's Bryce, and to an extent, CJ Stroud. If you feel a way about his consistency, you feel a way about whatever, cool. But I would think that CJ Stroud is a good dart throw at the quarterback position. Richardson may make you a little nervous. I understand. Levis, if you think he's bad, then you're absolutely right. But it just wouldn't make sense to me for the Texans to be sitting there at 2. Bryce Young goes first overall, and they don't take CJ Stroud. It wouldn't make sense to me. But in this mock draft, Bryce Young goes first overall. Let's keep going.
So
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there you go. CJ Stroud in this mock goes number 2, but there's a lot of chatter about San Fran and Trey Lance. The Niners defensive coordinator D'Amico Ryans is now the Houston Texans coach. And he hired Bobby Slowick, who is their offensive coordinator, who was with the 49ers. And there's whispers that they might not take a quarterback here.
Crazy.
I wonder if it's because they'll either take one later or maybe they go after a Trey Lance.
As I grow more and more confident about the pick at number 1, I feel less sure about what the Texans will do at number 2. I am told there isn't a unanimous belief among Houston coaches that the available quarterback would be worthy of this pick. At this point, and to be fair, a lot of these guys not going to be worthy at second overall. You just got to shoot your shot. And if that's what you feel about being worthy of second overall, just take Jalen Carter and quit bullshit. I'm still leaning Stroud. If not to Houston, then probably to another team that comes up for him. Texans trading back could be a conversation. If they feel good about Richardson later or Levis later, then they can trade back, get more picks, and they still got 12th overall. If they don't feel like they're ready for quarterback now, this is something that can make sense to me, because I'm a firm believer of build the house first. If they think that their team is so shitty, right, that they're going to trade out of second overall, get picks for this year and next year, find a way to get a quarterback next year, and just build the team, get offensive line, get wide receiver help, get defense. If that's what you're going to do, then cool. I'm just not of the opinion that you're just going to sit here at second overall, not trade back, not get extra picks, and just draft Will Anderson or something. That'll be some nonsense. But Dane Brugler says, but my final mock next week may have Alabama's Will Anderson or Texas Tech's Tyree Wilson or a different quarterback here. So
yeah, if they don't come out this draft with a quarterback, doesn't it feel like they tanking?
It does. It definitely feels like they're tanking and that they're just going to bank on next year. And I don't hate that idea though. Because in the draft process
You're a
last year,
draft guy.
right? In the because look, watch this. In the draft process last year, I was constantly saying, don't take quarterback just to take quarterback, right? If you don't feel confident about that quarterback, just don't take him, because you may spend a pick on Malik Willis. If you just move on next year and don't have confidence in him, then you could have spent that pick on somebody better, or if you Corral or something like that. You wasted a pick on
But
Corral.
that class was terrible. This class is a pretty good class here. Like, I feel like they could get a. They got. I think there's a couple guys here that you can feel good about.
I agree, but it just comes down to, do you have faith in that guy? And if you don't love none of these guys and shit, just take that pick and build your house. But it is what it is. We ain't got to linger on these picks very long. I just wanted to talk about these picks because that's what Paul and Christian them put in the headline. I just had to talk about it for a little bit. You know what I mean? Will Anderson goes to the Arizona Cardinals. Okay, cool. He's the first non-quarterback off the board there. Anthony Richardson, quarterback from Florida, goes to the Indianapolis Colts. Sure, cool, no problem. Now, before this was Will Levis, and Anthony Richardson was a guy that'll kind of fall a little bit, but the process goes along, and Will Levis tends to be a guy that's falling nowadays, and Richardson goes in the top 4 somewhere. And we're looking at this mock. This is a non-trade mock draft. If the Texans don't take quarterback, somebody could trade up to the 2nd overall. Arizona's definitely trying to get out of their pick. So these are all options that y'all need to think about moving forward. Tyree Wilson goes to the Seattle Seahawks at 5 before Jalen Carter comes off the board, which I feel like is nonsense, but whatever. Detroit Lions are really punking out, taking Christian Gonzalez, in which I like Christian Gonzalez as a player, but Jalen Carter on the board, I hate it.
This makes a ton of sense though, because they got rid of their former first round pick, Jeff Okudah.
Yeah, Jeff Okudah, 100%. But I wonder, how afraid are some of these teams of Jalen Carter? And we hear about teams say, "Well, I've taken Jalen Carter off of my draft board." I wonder how many of those dudes have done that.
If it wasn't for the Henry Ruggs situation, Carter to Raiders just fits so much, and then you have him next to Max Crosby. Oof.
Yeah.
And Chandler Jones.
Voch, raise your right arm and do a Tiger Woods fist pump so we know you're not AI. This could be a joke, but
bro, I've been hearing about this AI stuff, man.
What's going on? Something going on?
They can do so many things. They made an AI song with Drake, and it sounded like
I've
Drake,
been seeing, yeah.
And they, they can. Apparently, there's something going on where they can take your child's voice and use that. I mean, it's a lot of weird stuff going on. This is iRobot happening to us right now.
But I didn't know they can do the camera shit too. They can make me talk.
Yeah. Well, they've been
that's bullshit. Bro. I don't like that. I hate working for the volume. Like, no. Don't do me like that, bro. Don't do me like that. Yeah. This is Voch shit. Whatever. Devin Witherspoon, cornerback from Illinois, goes to the Las Vegas Raiders. They don't take quarterback. They're gonna believe in Jimmy.
The highest I've seen him go, I think.
Witherspoon, for sure.
6 and 7.
100%. Now. Hey, Will Steele. Nolan Smith in the top 10, big dog. Hey, man, Nolan Smith. Huh?
Nolan Smith on my team? He would not be like,
Damn, Carlo. Nolan Smith, 8th overall to the Atlanta Falcons, man. The climb he's had.
Yeah.
I ain't finna read through this description because I know Noah Smith, Nolan Smith, and I know how he get. I almost called him Noah Smith Brown. Nolan Smith, and I know how he get down, man. I know the type of dude he is, the type of guy that I like, and I always felt like Nolan Smith. Shit, where's Noah? I'm just reading Noah somewhere. No, probably Nolan Smith. I always felt like Nolan Smith was better than Miles Murphy. I've always felt like Nolan Smith was better than Luke Van Ness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my debate was really Nolan Smith versus Tyree Wilson. I got my edge rankings somewhere. I did my wide receiver edge rankings on Patreon, by the way.
That's a fair. I mean, I think Tyree Wilson is legit.
Yes. On my edge rankings that's coming out soon, I got Nolan Smith as my second edge guy. So this ain't that far away from what I'm thinking, but top 10 player. Hey, film checks out too. So there we go. Chicago Bears smartly go Jalen Carter. So if he turns out to be the dude that we think he is, great pickup by them. And the Philadelphia Eagles.
Why do I keep saying this?
Master William, this is one of 3 picks that I would be elated if the Eagles walked away with this pick. And I don't even think Luke Van Ness is a bad player, but he could be Bijan Robinson, right? I don't think Peter Skoronski is a bad player because I've been seeing him being mocked to the Eagles sometimes. But I'd rather Skoronski than like, what if Jalen Carter fall back 1 pick? You know what I'm saying? I would much rather these guys make it to the Eagles than some of the other dudes that I see make it to the Eagles. I feel like I can deal with Luke Van Ness. I got Tyler Smith. You know what I mean? I can deal with a lot of these guys. I don't want them dudes to get Jackson and Jigba. I don't want them dudes to get Bijan Robinson. I don't want them dudes to get, some of these favorite players that I feel like are more Teflon than others. I don't think Luke Van Ness Teflon like that. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm with you. It's for a team to go to the Super Bowl and still have a top 10 pick and they come away with Luke Van Ness. Boy, that would seem like a look. And again, this dude could end up being an All-Pro. Yeah, I'm not saying this is a terrible player or anything like that. I just feel like, man, there's even I think Skoronski is better value here. Yeah, for a team that has a quarterback that's just got paid, they like to run the ball. One of your linemen is getting up there in age. You can bump him out the tackle at some point. Yeah, Luke Van Ness just doesn't make sense here to me.
Eagles have had change on the defensive side of the ball and 1 change on the offensive line. So, hey, whether it's Luke Van Ness, if Skoronski's on the board here, if he goes here, that'll make sense. But boy, anybody but fucking Bijan Robinson. Anybody but Bijan Robinson. If them dudes draft Roschon Johnson later, that's a good player too, but I can live with it.
Yeah. Bijan in that system is filthy.
Oh my goodness. That's been a double running back.
Double run.
These motherfuckers running the goddamn wishbone out of spread with 2 running backs, boy. This is the Wildcat wishbone spread shotgun out of this, boy. Please. These motherfuckers making up formation with 2 run. Boy, What if Bijan can throw? Man, you know how much shit they can pull off, man? Man, please. No, sir. So, yeah.
Wishbone. All right.
Per Field Yates, Terrence Steele has signed his exclusive tender rights.
Damn right he did.
He's official on the books for $4.3 million. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he had to sign it. Yeah.
Oh, so hey.
Perfect.
There we go. So y'all know this motherfucker ain't no swing tackling nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like hey, sign my guy to a long-term contract with playing, man.
Jerry getting old. He don't know what he's talking about.
Something, yeah. Well, I think
Jerry thought it was 2020.
Yeah. He thought Terrence was the same old Terrence. No, he didn't even know Terrence was starting last year. He didn't know who the hell the right tackle was. He's like, well, shit, we got to fix right tackle. Man, somebody tell Jerry Watson.
Tyrone Steele.
Tyrone Steele. Yeah. Look. I was thinking of a name that ain't. I was like Terry Steele or something. But
Tyrone Steele is going to give us something. And Terrence Smith.
Tyler
Smith.
Terrence. Oh shit. Let's do this. Will Levis goes to Tennessee at 11. I think Tennessee more likely to trade up.
So they basically got the same quarterback that they got.
I was just about to say was the same. You move on from goddamn Tannehill to get another one. Same thing.
Tannehill. All right.
Same thing. He might be a little worse. I think Tannehill was a good quarterback for his time.
He came out wrong era.
Yeah. Oh, Tannehill, like running Tannehill.
People forget that dude could take off.
Yeah, he was an athlete, man. Houston Texans at 12 take Miles Murphy. Wow. I'm not a fan of Miles Murphy here, but whatever. What you got? Go ahead.
Oh, that's right. They did take the quarterback. I was thinking in my head they didn't take the quarterback and they took 2 defensive ends. Okay, all right, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that would have been interesting. But yeah, they took CJ Stroud and they got Miles Murphy here. So there you go. Paris Johnson is the first offensive line.
Yes.
Yep, Paris Johnson, first offensive line on the board, and we're starting to see a lot more, a lot less consensus in that. We see Paris sometimes, we see Peter sometimes, we see Broderick sometimes. So, I don't really think that there's like really one guy that everybody just loves. I think you're just gonna have your pick of the litter. And also too, you have to think about this too. If you consider Skoronski a guard, is he no longer a money 5 guy? And does that value push him below Paris and Broderick?
What if he has the Tyler Smith tag, right? Where he can play guard right now, but he's a left side player, right? And then you kick him out to tackle at some point because that'll bump up his value. I think that's what happened with Tyler last year.
Man, Skoronski ain't even got guard film to make me good. Because look, Will Steele, regardless of what people say, regardless of how much we didn't like the value of the pick, we saw Tyler Smith mauling people on film. We at least saw Tyler Smith pushing people off the film into the sideline. We at least saw that. Man, Skoronski ain't doing that, man.
But what my thing is, what if they view whomever they is, whatever team,
they view him as a tackle, but just guard right now.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
Hey man, these other dudes tackles right now.
Like Philly. like if he goes to Philly, I don't think he's gonna play tackle right now. I think he'll play guard, and then maybe when Lane hangs it up, move him out.
We'll see. New England Patriots. Matt Patricia is the defense coordinator for the Eagles now.
Defensive consultant. Remember last year they had the dude that went to Miami to be the DC, Vic Fangio. So I guess he's their consultant.
Yeah. Damn hilarious. Where we at? Broderick Jones, offensive tackle, Georgia. He's a New England Patriot now. Above Skoronski also. So that's the second offensive lineman coming off the board. Interesting. And then Peter Skoronski goes at 16. Now, I listen to all of the other draft content, Will Steele. If Skoronski starts to fall a little bit, do you trade up to get him?
Here to 15? I'm okay. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm cool on
because
that
I got my tackles, man. You know, I got my tackles of the future.
I'll listen to the draft show, man. And they was alluding to the idea that if they was going to trade up for anybody, it'll be Skoronski if he fell to
Bobby.
Yeah. Shout out. I don't want to disagree about it.
Listen,
but boy, Skoronski ain't trading up his ass, boy. God, I ain't trading up no Skoronski.
Maybe another team that's in dire need of a tackle, but I believe in Tyler Smith and Terrence Steele as my guys. So
if Skoronski at 15, I'm trading up to get Bijan. I ain't trading to get no motherfucking Skoronski. I get Bijan before I get Skoronski.
I get Broderick Jones before I get Skoronski.
We just not fucking with Skoronski. I got you.
No, I mean, look, no. He to me it's Broderick, Peter, Paris. I like Anton, but as my kind of stable left tackle the future guys, like I'm okay with Skoronski. I'm just if he fell to 26 and they took him, I'll be fine. But I'm not trading up for him. I need offensive line help. I come away with one of the top 5 guys in the draft. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Me.
The Washington football Wizards get Bijan Robinson. I will say that's less scary than Bijan going to Philly. Bijan in Philly makes me sick. Will Steele. But I can live with Bijan and Washington. I hate it, but I can live with it.
It's Washington.
Yeah, I can live with it. But I don't think Bijan will go to Washington. I think Washington got enough. I think they got not enough, but because Brian Robinson, he ain't stopping Bijan.
But Voch, when we did that game, is he stopping you from taking Bijan Robinson?
If I'm GM, no, I'm taking Bijan Robinson.
Right.
But they got other needs too, because at the end of the day, I do think Bijan is a luxury pick at the end of the day, or at least he should be. Yeah. I think Washington got too much to deal with. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's whatever, man. It's whatever. If Joey Porter starts to fall, do you trade up to get him?
No. There's not many. I'll trade up to get an offensive lineman.
Because
like I said, Broderick is Darnell Wright.
Well, Joey Porter goes 17 to the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's okay. Khalid Kansas gets overdrafted at 18th overall to the Lions. They overrated the shit out of him again. And Darnell Wright, in which he's heavy in Cowboy land right now. Well, still, let's talk.
Let's do it.
Do you think them early reports of Cowboys looking at a guard, Steve Avila's name would pop up? And we get word, boy, man, we got a player that's like Ron Leary, but much more athletic. There were many of us that took that quote. We said, that don't sound like Steve Avila. That quote kind of match up with Darnell Wright a little bit. I can see athletic Ron Leary in Darnell Wright. And now, the closer we get to the draft, Brian Broad started to lean close to the microphone and shit. And it almost seems like we're down to Darnell Wright and Michael Mayer. That seems what the new wave is now. Were the Cowboys always in on Darnell Wright, but we thought it was Steve Avila?
I mean, I don't think they were out on either. Both of them were brought in for visits, so they're interested in both.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any conspiracy here. I think Darnell Wright is 100% on their radar, and if he is there, they'll take a Darnell Wright because he has that flex. And I love what Darnell Wright did. Darnell Wright can only play right tackle. He said, "Man, get the fuck out of here. I can play wherever they want to put me at," and I love to hear that from him. So I think they're definitely in on Steve Avila. They're definitely in on Darnell Wright. Yeah.
Because you know what, Will Steele, if somebody say, yo, Voch, we gonna draft Avila at 26. What we all say, Will Steele? We say, okay. But when we watch Steve Avila, we go, man, that ain't. But Darnell Wright is a guy, though, that I would consider there, right?
Yeah, there was so much. And that's what I try to do, right, is we got to understand our biases. I was biased to the fact how much hype Avila was getting before I watched him that I thought I was about to be watching the second coming. And I'm like, there's a little more holes in his game. And I'm not saying the dude, I think he's a top 50 prospect. Like, I do think that. But I thought I was just getting the best one of the best offensive linemen, top 5 guy in the draft. I don't think that's the case. So
no, you're not getting that.
And then with Wright, much like Tyler, and maybe Tyler's starting to make me look at things differently. There's that position flex value. Position flex value. And not just like center guard or right guard, left guard. Tackle guard. That's huge.
Yeah. I've always thought of Darnell Wright to be a higher ranked player than Avila. So when when they started talking about Steve Avila at 26, I was like, man, I get it. If they love him, then fine. Darnell Wright at 26 makes much more sense than Steve Avila at 20. Steve Avila is still like a guy that I'm looking for in the second round of me.
I would venture to guess Darnell Wright is one of their 15 first round graded players. Avila's not.
Mm-hmm. I'm throwing a little party with you, Darnell Wright. That motherfucker can play, Will Steele.
Mm-hmm.
That boy could play everything on the line. You hear me?
I'm with you.
I just had to ask you, brother. My cousin Jay Lombardi says Professor O said Wright dominated Breesy. Voch says this. Wright also dominated Will Anderson and BJ Ojolari, motherfucker.
Yeah.
He dominated all kind of motherfuckers.
I was so impressed against him with Will Anderson. Like, I mean, I don't recall many reps he lost.
Not many, sir. So you mean to tell me you're going to give me that character that's physical enough to do guard stuff? And look, I didn't even think of him as a guard at first, right? But the more I watch him, the more I went back and watched him. The guard stuff makes sense, but I love him as a tackle. Like, I saw his footwork. He 330. I saw his footwork, and I love his hand fighting. I love, like, he baits people. He pulls claws. Yes,
he does that. What is that move called, Voch? Where I don't call it push and pull, but Tyron Smith, he made it famous.
Yeah. It's basically, I don't even know if it got a name, but he puts out a feeler, and if he's on the right side, it'll be his left hand. He puts out a feeler and tries to see how you're gonna react to it. And most time ends, they try to lean in to try to long arm you. So if he feels your weight coming in, that's when he snatches you. Yeah. If he feels, you may be putting more pressure on your arms than like your lower body, then we can bash down on that hand and we can pull from the backside. DeJuan Jones good at this too. So I'm watching Darnell Wright. He's not some raw football player. Like, Darnell Wright got hand fighting and shit and feet and movement, and he's blocking the best dude, the best edge in the class, and another top 6 guy in BJ Ojolari.
This is his hit list. Brian Breesy, he won that one.
Let me turn this shit
Will
down.
Anderson. He won that one. Yep. Ojolari.
Yep.
He won that one. Now, he didn't get matched up on this next one a whole lot, but when he did, Elijah Cansey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, you look at that resume, bro.
It's a cool little resume, boy. All them motherfuckers got first round next to their name, boy. They ain't bullshit, boy.
Coming up to get him, shit.
Hey, get that dude. Hey, you want to talk about a dude? I'll trade him. Go get. If I can, like a 4th round pick to move a few spots to get Darnell, something like that. Go get him. Go get your guy. Now, Will Steele, if you want to make this more, and we ain't talking about the Cowboys, right? I'm sorry, Tampa Bay fans.
I know, my bad. My bad. Who did he even go to? I just saw his name and we got excited.
Tampa Bay some shit. Listen, Will Steele, Because you remember also last year there were some names that came out that the Cowboys were allegedly willing to trade up for. London, Drake London was a guy, but also the offensive lineman from Northern Iowa went to the Saints. That I hate.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What's his name, y'all?
The physical character that don't block good.
You was going to oh no last year if he came.
I was going to oh no the shit out of him if we got his ass. Penning, Trevor Penning, right? Yeah. They were going to move up for Trevor Penning. I wonder if the Cowboys got some of that in them this year, to where if Darnell Wright get to a certain point and he's their guy, do they move up for him or do they sit there and go, all right, if we don't get Wright, we'll just get Mayer? Because in real life, I'm hoping somebody draft Mayer so we don't have to. In real life,
they move in a little different.
Yeah.
So they don't normally do this.
They don't.
I did a project last year, Cowboys and trades in general, with draft day trades. Most of the time they're trading down, but the two most notable ones since 2012 is Mo Claiborne and Des Bryant in the first round. Those are the two in the first round. They did go up to go get Tyler Biadasz in the fourth, and they went up and got DeMarcus Lawrence. But they don't normally go up in the first round often. But this seems like this would be a good year to do it because your team is kind of complete. It doesn't need a whole lot right now.
Yeah. Fair enough. And just look at my offensive line rankings before we get back to the mock draft. These ain't came out yet, but I'm just sharing them with y'all. And my full rankings will probably be on the Patreon somewhere before they do come out. DeJuan Jones 1, Broderick Jones 2, and Darnell Wright is my third guy. Darnell Wright is my third offensive lineman. That ain't tackle. That's offensive line. I grade them all together. Tackle, guard, and center. Darnell Wright is 3 for me. Give me that dude at 26. We're gonna have a little party, man.
He's 3 for me, just differently. I like Broderick. You don't like Paris that much, but I do.
Paris is fine. It's just that every time Paris is a ceiling guy, and I saw Paris lose a lot of fights, but Paris got a body, a build, and athleticism to
know what?
Be great.
Maybe I'm thinking about like left tackle too. I feel like I can put Darnell anywhere. And I'm valuing left tackle, excuse me.
Yeah.
And then I like Anton at left tackle. So those are my guys.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. Love that list though. Love it because Will Steele's an offensive line guy now.
You turn me into one, man.
Hey man, let's get back to this mock. I mean, yeah. To this mock, but Darnell Wright at 19. I think if he gets to this point, man, you could talk me into giving away like a day 3 pick to go get Darnell, but hopefully his ass just fall there. But Jackson and Jigba goes 20th overall to the Seattle Seahawks. We've been seeing that a bunch.
What a unit they get him.
Yeah. DK, Tyler, Jackson. We watched Jackson and Jigba yesterday on the Patreon, and he's just such a fun breakdown. Somebody was like, "Yo, Voch, we really like how you break down receivers. You're good at it." I'm like, "Nah, man, this dude just got fun film to break down. Like this dude just it's so much nuance to his game that." Breaking it down makes me sound smarter, but man, Jackson and Jigba just he does the work for the passer.
Next level IQ. Quarterback's best friend. You always talk about tight ends. Jackson Smith and Jigba is going to be a quarterback's best friend in that slot, bro. He's going to kill cornerback 3s and 2s or cornerback 3s and 4s.
Yeah. Professor O says, "Look, I hate frequently taking offensive line in round 1."
Odin not down for it, but he said he'd trade up for him.
But I would pull the trigger and move up for right. He's that good. Hey, yo, look, Matt Owen, look, Professor. Them motherfuckers, they could take offensive line in the first round 5 years in a row. I'm not gonna complain not one time.
It's such a crazy thing because teams don't do that, right? Only Dallas does, but they don't miss.
Fucking offensive line, how good?
Like, how do you? It's hard to complain. Dallas is quite literally 4 for 4 in their first round picks since 2011 with offensive line. It's hard to complain.
Will Steele, if your offensive line, this ain't real life, right? I just want you to daydream for a little. I just want y'all to daydream. If your offensive line was Rashawn Slater, Tyler Smith, let's just say like Travis Frederick still exists and he healthy and like he in his prime, Zach Martin, and like I love Terrence, but let's just say Darnell Wright, the right tackle. That fucking offensive line is ridiculous, and you can run that offensive line for years, sir. I'm spending the first round pick on them kids every single. If I'm GM, don't let me do it. Don't let me do it.
How dare you? Okay,
man. I ain't worried about your cousin.
I don't give a goddamn about no Slater. We got Micah Parsons. So Just let that go, bro.
You talking about your other cousin? I
Also-
disrespected both of your cousins.
Also,
Terrence and Michael.
exactly.
And Michael.
Also, how dare you want Terrence Steele as well, sir? Put him in there.
But you just started claiming Terrence, man.
I did.
Let's
He was
move on.
definitely at the kiddie table at the cookouts. About
Yeah,
2
yeah,
years
yeah.
ago.
Yeah. The Chargers draft Dalton Kincaid.
Dom DeMarco.
Not that I hate Dalton Kincaid, but I don't want this shit to be close. You hear me? I don't want this shit to even be close. Take Michael Mayer off the board.
Well,
while you
look, if they get Dalton Kincaid,
that's a hell of an offense, though.
hold on. This is going to be Austin Eckler. I ain't finna get
no catches for real, boy.
No passes.
That boy gonna be getting goal line carries and 20 catches a year, boy. He's done.
Kincaid, first round pick, got to get the ball. Williams, Allen. You know what I mean? They still got, is it Porter or something? Palmer?
Yeah.
70 receptions for the running back ain't happening no more.
Boy, that 7 on 17 gonna be crazy, boy.
Yeah.
But Eckler ain't getting no catches.
Eckler ain't getting no catches. No.
Damn, Kellen. The Baltimore Ravens
Like,
get Zay
come on,
Flowers, in which we love Zay Flowers so much.
Ah,
Boy, the Patreon loves Zay Flowers so much.
I'm
We
not-
was enjoying him so
I'm
much.
not wide receiver round 1, but this guy here, man.
Zay Flowers is my wide receiver 2 behind Jackson and Jigba.
Yeah.
Fantastic player, man. Love him to pieces. So these boys get Odell, Zay Flowers, and man, Bateman ain't even. I don't even look at Bateman as one of them guys, man. But they get Zay, Odell, and Bateman. That's a much better wide receiver core than you had at first. Dane Brugler also noted that Nelson Aguilar is a part of the. He might as well not even mention Nelson Aguilar part of the wide receiver core, man. You might well not even mention his that. The Vikings draft Deontay Banks. Matt Owen hates him, but hey, there you go. I feel like didn't they have like pass rush problems last year or something? They just had
their whole
problems on
defense was not good. Yeah.
okay.
Injury, Shaq, you can let us know, but they had a lot of defensive issues. They can go anywhere defensively and it'll be a good pick probably for them.
Yeah. Brian Breesy goes 24th overall. Let's put some legs on this. He goes 24th overall. I think that's a horrible pick. The Giants go Jordan Addison. Him, Isaiah Hodgins, Wandale Robinson, small dudes. Paris Campbell, small. Paris Campbell ain't small, but he's shifty guy.
Boy,
So
we gonna bully the shit out that wide receiver.
we're gonna pick on their little ass boy. We're gonna pick on them little ass boys, man. They ain't never getting off the line of
Ooh,
scrimmage.
hell no. Well,
Good.
Trayvon Diggs decided to put his hands on somebody now. But
Yeah. I mean, look, he ain't gonna tackle nobody, but he'll at least he'll at least cover him up real good. And hey, your beloved Dallas Cowboys said Michael Mayer. Michael Mayer. I know, man. It is what it is. As one plugged in league source told me about Mayer and the Cowboys, I just can't see Dallas passing. Hey, bro, don't say that unless you heard it from Dallas. All right, you know what I'm saying? Don't listen to what a Jaguars front office dude got to say about our draft, dog. Move on with your life. The Cowboys are looking for a tight end who can hold his own as a blocker and can also move the stick as a receiving threat. Tucker crap. If Mayer makes it this far, it's a good bet that he will have a star on his helmet. You know, whatever, bro. Bills get Drew Sanders. Goes to the Bengals. Mozzie Smith, damn. Mozzie goes to the Saints. Good for him. Brian Branch goes to if the Eagles walk away with Brian Branch and Luke Van Ness, I can live with that.
bro, go to the Super Bowl. You got 2 first-round picks, 1 in the top 10. Branch and Van Ness. I'm feeling great.
Live with that.
Not to knock on these kids, you know.
Yeah,
but
no knock on them. But I mean, like, what if this shit was like Bijan and like Will McDonald or something? I'd have been sick, boy. Like if this shit was Bijan and
any Eagle fans in the chat, Alex isn't in here. Who would y'all prefer 10 and 30? I'm curious.
like BJ Ojolari or something. Oof, don't worry about it. I don't want to get them boys no
I
ideas.
think Gibbs down here at 30 would be great.
Oh, Jahmyr Gibbs would be so ridiculous right there. Oh, that's probably what they do with still while you talk. I'm just gonna skim past some of these Osiris Torrance going.
My bad.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Shit, my bad. What was I talking about? Yeah. Osiris Torrance is the first player off the board in the second round. Perfect. Cool. Quentin Johnson's a second round player. Gibbs, cool. Our guy Will McDonald. Y'all keep y'all eyes open for a possible, potential, maybe kind of sort of question mark Will McDonald collaboration on the show. Y'all just hang tight now.
Let's go.
Y'all just hang tight now. Will McDonald ends up going 36 overall. If we don't get him at 26, boy, just let the draft guys get that dude to 58, man. That's all I need, man.
Looking at this mock, bro, because I looked at the second round earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to see him getting to 58.
Because we're gonna start running out of dudes
Oh.
right around the 40s, and he's just gonna clearly be the best guy there. But teams suck at drafting, Will Steele. You know what I'm saying?
True.
DeJuan Jones at 49. That's crazy. It's crazy to me.
Now, Alex, I was asking Eagle fans who would y'all prefer at 10 and 30, and I know you're a resident Eagle fan, but I didn't see you in here, brother.
Like Felix at 50, Anton at 51, Steve Avila at 52. This is a little run right here. Bergeron.
Yes, the run gets bad for the Cowboys. If you want to get a day one plug and play guard, you have to trade up in the second round, bro.
Jack Campbell at 55, Tucker Kraft at 56. Right before us, John Michael Smith at 57. Now, I love Dayon Henley, though. I'm a fan of Dayon Henley. Cedric Tillman after us, Charbonnet right after that. Man, it's some picks right here in the second round, bro.
Huh?
It's some picks right here in the second round. Tyreek Stevenson, Tyler Scott. It's some picks right here, bro.
Stevenson getting the second round love, like
Zach Pickens up there. I gotta watch film on Zach Pickens. We got him in the D line queue. So y'all hang tight. And
you in the third round yet?
Yeah. I'm just scrolling down third round, see if I see anything interesting here. Still haven't seen Mingo. That's what I'm interested to see. I'm interested
72 to Tennessee.
There he goes. 72 to Tennessee. So hey, if the Cowboys won't get him.
So they'll have Will Levis throwing to Jonathan Mingo. I like that better than Willis. I don't think Willis can throw the rock like that.
But Will, still the best part about all this, right? It looks like we were running out of dudes and this run was happening. Teams suck at drafting. So some good dude that's supposed to go there ain't gonna go there. And some trash player that ain't just some dude we ain't never heard of gonna end up in the second round, third round somewhere. So life is good, sir. Life is good. All right.
So
let's
Alex
move on.
said Nolan Smith and Brian Branch. That's better than I think Lucas Van Ness. Although there must be what am I missing, Alex, about your defensive ends? I know you just signed big money to my man from almost at Arizona, Carolina, and you also signed Sweat. I feel like those guys are your rocks, but what am I missing that I keep seeing these defensive ends being rocked to you?
Hey man, you already know how it go.
And Brian Branch. Yep.
You already know how it go, man. We're not finna just be giving him advice or nothing like that, but you know how it go. Let's get into the phones, man. Let's see what y'all talking about.
Gotta find it.
All right, let's see. Here we go. Let's see who's on here. How many people we got?
Almost fell asleep.
I'm like, damn, Will you at work today? All right, bro. Here we go. My bad, bro.
That's hilarious.
I just. All right. Hey man, we got to get that new edition, Mr. Telephone Man. You know what I mean? We gotta get that drop too.
That was one of my first thoughts of the drop, but we Wayne fans too, so I was like, let's just do the phone home first. Yeah.
Oh man, something wrong with my life. Let's get Eddie on the phone. See what he's talking about. What's up, Eddie?
So what's going on, Rock? Will, what's happening?
Coolin', my guy. What you got for the show?
Yo.
Hey, I got a question for you, man. I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a Bears fan. I live up in Wisconsin, and I'm curious. There's been talk about the Bears trading a second round pick for Sweat or holding out for the first round that they had up there, Chase Young. If you Washington, you can't pay all four of them guys on the line. Who are you letting go? Who would you trade?
Shit, Chase Young, try to get the most back from.
And is that worth that second round pick the Bears got?
Shit. Pass rusher Chase Young from the Washington Football Wizards for a second round pick?
I mean, if you look at what he's done, man, he hasn't done anything.
Shit, I got Dan Quinn, dog. Dan Quinn fixes it. I don't know who y'all got in Chicago, but I got Dan Quinn. Shit, I'll take.
Yeah, I mean, we need a pass rusher, man, and I'm hoping that teams are dumb and they don't draft Carter.
But if you the Bears, just draft a pass rusher in the first round.
Yeah, but they don't. Eberflus runs a 4-3, so as much as I want Nolan Smith, I don't think Eberflus should draft him.
Why not?
Because I don't know. That's not his. He wanted to trade for DeForest Buckner. He doesn't like those small defensive ends.
Who's he? Oh, he's talking about their head coach.
Man, that mother better wake it. Better wake up. What you think he ain't finna get Micah Parsons because he 250? Boy, you better get you a pass rusher somewhere.
I'm with you, man. I'm hoping that if Carter's not there, you get Nolan Smith and you try to get a tackle in that high second round or something.
Yeah.
You got to fix that defense first. I think the offense is going to be much, much better, but the defense was ass last year.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, but the Bears they not ready to win a Super Bowl right now, so just take the best players you can get and try again next year. Honestly.
Oh, yeah, you're right, man. But thanks for crushing my damn dreams, man.
That's all good. Don't worry about it. That's what I do, man. You already know. That's what I do, bro.
Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate you, Eddie. Good call. Eddie, the Bears fan. I got you, my guy. Appreciate you. Let's get Martise on the phone. Martise from Philly. What's up, sir?
Yo, so a couple things. I've been looking very, very much, and y'all kind of touched on it at the end. And I guess just tell me what y'all think. So looking at this draft, it's like the only thing I would really look at this team and say is a need this year would be guard. We need a guard, and probably one tech. Everything else, I mean, you could use a 3-tech, but everything else is pretty much icing on the cake. It's not likely you're going to get a player who comes in out of not anything other than those two spots, of course, and he's a guaranteed starter. Like maybe running back, you can get Bijan. But even Will McDonald, like we all love Will McDonald, he's not a day one starter. Which again, I love him. DN, most valuable position, given our team, most valuable thing that could really push us is if we get a great pass rush. But I mention that just to say, I would love to see Dallas just say, this isn't a very deep draft in our spots of need. Like it's really, from what I saw, you're going to have to take a tackle and put him at guard if you don't get one of them top two dudes. In terms of plug and play, I know he's a starter. I'm not scared. I would really like to see them make a trade of some kind to be able to get a Mozzie and an Avia. And not likely, from everything I'm hearing and seeing about Wright, a lot of people love him. He falls to 26, that's a dream. Are we moving him from tackle to guard? Yes. It just seems like where this team is.
Well, this the problem, Martise, right? I'm still BPA guy, regardless of whether that dude's going to be a day one starter or not, because your starters that you need, you just say guard and one tech, those aren't money 5 guys. So value wise, those dudes will just kind of fall by default, right? But if you have an opportunity to, like, if Will McDonald is the best player on your board, don't window dress your board because you feel like he's not gonna start. You know what I'm saying? Like you just get the best dudes and find you a starting guard later and a starting one tech later. Well, I think it's gonna hard to start over Hankins, but just find your dude later.
Now I guess I'll save this and I'll wait to see your rankings or whatever. I have not heard one person say there's 3 legit day one starting guards in this draft. If you take a tackle, like everything I'm seeing, people are like, well, this tackle, you put him at guard. This tackle he can probably play guard.
It depends on the team.
Do that, I can.
Yeah,
it depends on the team.
I'm thinking Dallas. I'm thinking Dallas in this context, and here's the only reason I'm saying it.
Man, Chuma Dog ain't starting nobody from goddamn starting at no guard, man. Chuma Dog ain't stopping Zavala or Mafi or Scruggs or John Michael or Osiris or Darnell and them or Avia. Chuma Dog ain't stopping them boys from starting.
Only heard you name 2 guards, Voch.
I named
was something else that we would be moving the guard. Which is kind of what I'm getting at.
What does that matter, though?
Yeah, I was about to say, what does that mean?
Martise, what does that matter, though?
Zach Martin played right tackle most of his career at Notre Dame, and he's one of the greatest guards of all time.
I'm not saying that's a terrible idea. I'm just saying that's a forecast. Like John Michael Schmitz is special center.
It's an evaluation.
Moving him to guard.
John Michael Schmitz got film at guard.
But yeah, Alex, if these guys have either a film at the guard position, you're not just projecting it out of nowhere. But for those who may not, you do have to look at the traits and do they translate. And if there's any team that you can have confidence in translating like that, I'm pretty sure you'd say Dallas.
And it will be and we're on the same page with that.
Yeah.
My thought is almost everybody you just named is in that top 58 probably.
Okay, so this is what he's saying, Voch. He's not. I don't think he's technically wrong here. He's saying, well, with this part, guard and
Right.
and defensive tackle are not deep,
Right.
In this draft, I don't think. But the problem is, Martise, we ain't deep at left guard, so
Right.
you could probably grab you a third or fourth round guy that could play.
I got you.
And plus, Martise, just to be real with you, shit, Zach Martin and Tyler Smith played tackle, but they guards. You know what I mean? Like Connor Williams was a tackle that played guard. You know what I mean? Like it don't matter what you are in college, it's what you are when you get to the league. Darnell Wright, as a Cowboy day one, your ass is a left guard. I don't care what position you play. If you feel like Darnell not gonna be there, cool. Avila. If he's not gonna be there, is Osiris gonna hurt my heart?
We good with that.
Go ahead.
I apologize if I wasn't clear. We good with that. I'm okay. So then we get the second round 58. I'm thinking in my head, okay, like you just ran off a whole bunch of dudes in that mock. That would be great. So all I was getting at was in those key spots, I would really like to see Dallas be aggressive to say, these are my dudes. Maybe I'm drafting a guy I got 30 on my board. Maybe he's the best left available, right? I got 30 on my board. Maybe I need to trade up because 40 on my board is the only other guy I got with a top 60 grade.
Did you watch Mafi?
Like a quarterback.
Did you watch Mafi?
Dane does not like Mafi.
No, I didn't watch film with Mafi. I did not watch.
You know where he went in that draft?
Where he went?
234.
Boy, Dane smoking that Sherm on goddamn 420. Boy, y'all get Dane up out of here with that.
Well, I'll ask you this question.
I saw a lot of people really low on him, and I trust your evaluation. I'll get off the phone, but my thought is just I really would like to see Dallas.
Boy, I need a motherfucker to tell me what they don't like about. Boy, I'm sorry for cutting you off. I need somebody to tell me what film they was goddamn watching, and they saw Antonio Mavi, and they said, "Nah, man, put this undraftable son bitch to 7th round somewhere." Boy, that's some bullshit. You tell me.
There's one thing
you ain't gotta like him in a second, but you ain't finna put him at 230. You kiss my ass. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
One part I think everybody playing into is something.
Antonio Mavi too. Boy, you that guy. That's a goddamn like boy. I was shouting match. Let me turn you down. I was shouting match Dane Brugler goddamn on live on. Boy, let me call Dane Brugler. Ask him goddamn. Well, go ahead, Marty. My fault, man. This is baffling.
I was just saying I saw something with Mafi. I think where they were saying he didn't play a lot of snaps. I think that might be the situation where
there's some injury things there too.
And I think that may be part of it. But I'll end it there. But I just want to see them aggressive because I don't want
I do too.
we at 58 and we just clicking our fingers.
I do too. I don't want them to wait till the 4th or 5th round. Personally,
yeah, I mean me neither for sure. But you ain't even tell me my. I Marty. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but boy, that was baffling.
No, you good. Like I said, I think it was some snaps. Like I looked into it a little bit. I think Mafi had like low. Like he only had 1 year over 400 snaps or something.
So look, Dane better not like Jalen Carter. He better not like Nolan Smith.
Musgrave.
He better not like none of them. None of them play no football this year.
Hold on.
Jackson and Jigba ain't play football this year. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Winston.
Now I'm waiting for him to get off so we can have a conversation about this.
Yeah, he off. Go ahead.
So have you checked out Anthony Bradford?
I got the film pulled up right now. I was looking at him pre.
Please watch it so I can at least hear your thoughts on it. Cause Voch, I ain't like it, man.
I ain't like it either.
Oh my god!
I don't know why Dane got this
bro.
Like this.
3rd round
and Mafia at 220
at 234.
234. Shit, boy, Dane Brugler high right now on goddamn 420. I actually have him pulled up. Hold on, Wilson. I got him pulled up versus Alabama right now.
That ain't fun tape either, bro.
It ain't fun tape.
It ain't fun tape either. It's boring. Now the what was it? Georgia tape. There's a little bit more pop in some of that tape, but he get worked by your boy a lot. But this you want me to pull it up?
Yeah, please. Yeah. So Dane mocked Dane mocked 75, the right guard
he
here.
Cement feet, man, and he.
Yeah, to the Cowboys in the 3rd round. I was watching him a little bit early, Will say, and I was like, man, I don't see this dude being better than some of the other characters that we talk about on the daily. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man,
you better run right next to him. If you ask him to try to reach, you ask
no, sir.
somewhere.
Oh, he ain't gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. And look, man, like it's just like Juice Scruggs is a guy that I probably like more. Mafia is a guy. Zavala's a guy. Oh, look how slow he was right there. Mafia never. It's many day 3 guys that I like, and we ain't just got to be like, oh well, we'll just take this call.
Yeah, bro. I'd rather them be aggressive in the second than sit there and take him.
Man, we probably gonna watch he's stumbling and shit. But we probably ain't hitting nobody. This motherfucker fight nobody touching. Hey man, I'm probably gonna watch like 5 more plays. We just gonna get up out of here and move on. So we actually gonna let this film play and move on to the next caller. This is what Dane Brugler said we was gonna mock it. Well, this is who. Let me not this the man here. This is who Dane said was gonna draft in the 3rd round. Go ahead, Joe Sandberg.
So Voch, I saw some parroting that say, why would Osiris Torrance be like the first pure guard drafted before any other guards? What in the world?
Hey man, Dane on it, man. Dane out there sniffing that coke, man. It's all good.
But yeah, it's so weird. Like each time I'm watching more guards, everybody has they have better feet,
right?
More power,
right?
I'm confused.
Yeah, me too.
What's the one thing Bradford is like? He'll fight you in close quarters, like he said. His anchor's all right, but for a dude that's 330. At least in the Georgia and Alabama game, I didn't see him just flat out moving dudes. Like,
yeah, Bradford's feet is what people think Mafi's feet are. That's the first thing that I kind of took. Like people like, oh, Mafi got slow feet. DeJuan Jones got slow feet. Nah, man, those dudes have very solid feet, but
every time any dude with some quickness or counters went up against Bradford, it was rap.
Yeah. Go ahead, Joe.
Which is really similar to Osiris's feet.
Yeah, I hate Osiris' feet. I can't say that. Yep, sure did, Joe. What else you got?
This is Joe's day right
here. I
here.
also heard about Joey Porter Jr.
Oh, Joe had him off court.
Joe
has. Well, listen to you, Joe.
Down a bit.
Yeah.
For where he was projected.
Yeah. Porter. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Porter, but the other 2 guys, Gonzalez and Witherspoon, like they're consistently ranked higher than him. And I don't never see them fall, but I'm always seeing Joey fall. So I don't know if it can't be like no character deal, but I mean, I think skill wise, he's up there with those 3 guys. So I don't really know. What's the deal with Joey Porter and him falling or whatever? He ain't touched nobody.
Yo, he just
that motherfucker ain't touched nobody on this play. I don't know what bro, help your center, please.
Hold on, Joe. I'm sorry, but this ain't the first time I watched Bradford do this in both games. This how slick he is. You know how when you get, somebody catch you do something, you try to act like they ain't see you do it.
The first play, hold on, wait a minute.
Bradford be acting like he ain't see the person, so his excuse would be, "Hey, coach, I ain't see him."
Look at this one. This right there. I know exactly what you're talking about. It was this one right here. What are you doing right here? What are you doing? You got your man killed.
Hey, coach, I ain't see him, man. I'm trying to help out the right tackle.
But look, he don't even turn around and chase. He's just, I'm helping someone else.
Bro, he did that like 4 times in this game.
Keep your eyes open. But yeah, Joe, what do you think going on with Joey Porter? Because I think Joey will fit us nicely.
Honestly, I'm beginning to think people are just overthinking the draft process at this point.
This play, bro.
Yeah. I feel you, Joe. Hey, listen, Joe, whenever you get a chance, man, while you're on the phone, hit rewind and just watch us laugh at this Bradford kid. I know you're on the phone right now, but whenever you get off, just rewind a little bit. We're watching a right guard from LSU 75. Have you watched him, Joe? Bradford?
He right there. If you can't counter him, he can get you.
Unfortunately, I have, and
yeah. What do you think of?
Not impressed at all.
Yeah.
Very unimpressive. Kind of reminds me of Johnson Cooper.
A Jonathan Cooper type. I don't know, man. Jonathan Cooper
He
had
started
better.
off pretty decent. Man.
Yeah, but
Interesting
Brad
comp.
Well,
Yeah.
correction, Jonathan Cooper in Dallas.
stood his okay. That's fair. But he stood his ass up right here, boy. But 47 just got off it. Shh. All right, Joe. Appreciate you, man. We love you, man. Salute, man. Shit, man. Marty's talking about some coming in day one and not starting, boy. Man.
And here's the problem what Dane said about Bradford. He said that he's not ready to play right now. Clearly, Dane.
So why are we? Yeah, first of all, clearly.
And
so why
we
are you taking the turn right?
Yes, we need a day one. That's
Again,
my issue with taking him.
Boy, these gaps. Boy, any kind of switching of gaps.
Yes, exactly.
Any switching of gaps, fucking his life for, boy. Dan Quinn gonna eat his ass up at practice, boy. Hey man, this your third round pick. But look, I love the second round pick, Henley, though. You know, I
like Henley so much.
Henley's so good.
Yeah. But this, I think we did this before on my show, where the second round pick, Trent Simpson, was another situation.
Yeah.
The second round pick got overshadowed by what happened around him.
Yeah.
You took the tight end and then you took Bradford, and it's like, man, I don't give a damn about no Henley now because of what you did around him. And it pissed me off. But I think Henley's a really good player. He'll be fighting Damone Clark, I think. I think we sleep on Clark a little bit, but hey, I think Damone Clark and him will be fighting it out for that. But the Mayer and Bradford pick would just
Will still look. Gabby Shane, he literally moved his feet 3 times. He moved his feet 4-5 times.
Don't move, bro.
Dang, man, I gotta ask Dane about this, boy. You know, man. Like, and look, Will, it's not like we're bluffing when we talk about Zavala. Like, I could show you Zavala film, and you go, man, look at this. Look, it ain't helping nobody. Just looking around.
In my notes, I said I said he's going to look for help as a help guy in pass pro, but finding it's another thing.
Excellent analysis, Will Steele.
He looking.
This motherfucker looking for aisle 12, boy, but he ain't going over there when he find it. We gonna keep watching and roasting his ass. Dane Brugler got me messed up. Professor O says, imagine saying Mafia is whack, but this guy is good. Man, come on, man. Like, dog, the film ain't gonna lie to nobody, man. Mafia ain't got no film to look nothing like this, man. What's up, Los? What you got for the show? Let's see him in goal line. What's up, Los? What you got?
Hey, good afternoon, Voch.
What's good, man?
Sky. I hope y'all having a great day like always. Hey, just 2 quick things, man.
Yes, sir.
One thing when you're attacking this draft, and I think it's every year, is when we look at the draft, we can always look at the Cowboys. We always look at our needs, right?
Yeah.
But if we're gonna make a player fall for us, I look at 2 things: what team needs a quarterback and is reaching for one? Because one thing is sure is some teams are gonna be reaching for their supposed at least cannot find a franchise cornerstone with the next quarterback, such as remember the Mac Jones, Daniel Jones, Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
All these guys were okay in college, but they turned out to be in the NFL level. But teams are going to reach there eventually, right?
Right.
And my second thing is there's still a team out there that is going to do a trade that I think will shake up the draft board, and I think it's an NFC team. And I think as soon as this quarterback leaves to the AFC, I do expect more NFC teams to that window up more and maybe be more aggressive. And I think you can guess what team I'm talking about.
Right. So you think that the Jets are going to make moves and it's going to allow the Packers to be more aggressive in the draft? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Because they got picks now.
They still haven't seen what they've seen in Love. And if I was the Packers, I would try to do fool's gold and try to do a package and try to get something up there. Because if I'm them, I think they might be looking at Will, whatever his name is, Will Levi.
Yeah, Levi.
A quarterback that they can replace him with. Yeah. So I mean, that's just my idea that they might do. But there's so many things that other teams might do out there.
Mm-hmm.
Just because hey, all teams suck at drafting, but at the end of the day, we're expecting them to suck. So players like Bijan can fall to us. So I'm hoping let them take all the backs and all these necessary tools in the world. Let them think they got the next big thing and let them fall. Let them. I was telling Sky earlier this morning.
What'd you say to him?
I mean, hell, I would throw a party if Bijan fell in the first round and we got Darnell Washington at the second.
He's 6'5",
You know how
330. Where?
If that happens, Voch, I'll tell you
No
what.
power.
I know it's like a 1% chance, but damn, Voch.
Yeah.
That's a squad right there on the offensive line.
You ain't lying,
You
Los.
know, with those two players.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll leave you be, Voch. You
Yeah.
have a great day and look at the time. Happy holidays. Peace.
Salute,
Enjoy
Los.
yourself, sir. And it's actually 4:20 right now. I got
You
home
did
back.
not just hit him with the Let me just tell you how elite Voch is at this. I don't know how the hell you even heard what he was saying, but you were able to make it make sense when you rebut it and
Yeah.
still watch the film. Fantastic work. Because all I heard in the background, this ain't got nothing to do with you, Los. I was watching the film. Was
Yeah,
man, do that. And it wasn't because Los was mushmouth. It was because I'm watching the film and I couldn't listen and watch at the same time. So
To be fair, all I heard was quarterback being traded. Quarterback being traded away from NFC, and big change is gonna happen during the draft with picks being moved. I just did the rest of the math. Like, okay, well, you talking about the Jets getting,
you
getting
good.
picks moved? So yeah, that's all I
because
did.
if he'd have came back with a Sky, tell me what you think about that.
Huh?
Yeah, man. The Cowboys definitely should take an offensive lineman in the first round. That's what I always go to because I know you said that somewhere in there.
yeah. You said shit. Jordan Love did what? But look, we're still all right. So look, the one thing I hate is when you're a big dude, but you don't play strong.
Yes,
this linebacker punching the shit out you, bro. Like Henry To'o, just punching the shit out you, bro.
So
Like,
somebody in the chat said his power and Mafi's power don't look the same. Question, Voch. How many bodies have you seen hit the floor?
None.
All right.
And Mafi got highlight tape, not even but just back-to-back plays on one game of bodies hitting the floor. Man, look, Will, I'm watching this character right here, man. And they do the same shit with Osiris Torrance. I think just because people are big, they just put them in a mauler category. This dude ain't mauling nobody. No. You got to drive your feet to maul people. He don't move his feet.
There you go.
Don't move his feet.
He lunges. That's another thing I had in here. He kind of plays top heavy.
He just heavy. He leans on people. Yeah.
You can't do that because you're going to go up against veterans. I said this in the show. I was like, no offense to Carlos Watkins, but a mid guy like Watkins will work him. Yeah. Imagine with the Paynes and Allens and Williams and Dexter Lawrences and Fletcher Cox and Milton. What these dudes will eat him alive.
Man.
So
I'm gonna watch 3 more plays. Go ahead, Will.
No, he just need a lot of work. And he's not a top 3 round guy to me. 5th, 6th round, maybe, but 3rd round, there's no way in hell.
And this just made me feel like Dane Brugler was just throwing some shit together, man. It's like he was just hitting the simulate button on the PFF mock, man. But if you got this character mock to the Cowboys at in the 3rd round, and Mafi at the 240s, man, somebody lying to me.
Alex said AD, Aaron Donald, and Javon Hargrave would make him look pathetic. They would have got him benched.
They would have a party with this.
He would have got benched.
Man, they gonna have a goddamn boy, they'll have a quinceañera with this mug. Boy, they gonna get him up out of here, man. One more play, we leaving, man. Let's get Cowboy Mike on the phone. What's up, Mike?
What's going on?
I'm sick of this shit. Hold on, Cowboy, man. Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit, man. Will Steele, you kidding me? He ain't even move his feet.
But look, he act like the first step was, I got something. No, I don't.
And then, you ain't got nothing, man. I'm Will Steele, cut the film off.
Okay.
Go ahead, Cowboy Mike, man. My bad, man. What's good with you,
bro? What's up with y'all, man? It's 420, bro.
Yes, sir.
I gotta tell y'all a funny story real quick, and I gotta save, and I'm gone.
Go ahead, man.
Let's go.
My homeboy come over the other day. He's like, man, I got these strawberries and cream, man. I was like, what you talking about?
Pause.
He gave me some edibles, man, some strawberries and cream.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't even thinking. I was like, let me try this thing out. It was about 9:30 at night. Mm-hmm. Man, I was up till about 3:30.
That's a terrible idea, sir.
Yeah,
do not eat edibles before you go to bed, bro.
No. And listen, you don't even eat edibles that somebody else put together. You need to know what you're getting, man. You need to know how much in there.
They was legit. They was in a sealed pack from the. You know, because I'm from Oklahoma, man.
I ain't saying it was fake, motherfucker. I'm just saying them shit.
They bring all these edibles.
Yeah, I got you.
But they was legit, man.
Yeah. Hey, man,
but, I got a few things.
Burgers, man.
Man, the Cowboys, man. I just hope we build this thing from the ground up. I love the offensive tackle out of Ohio State.
Which one?
He was mauling people against Georgia, man.
Oh,
he's a
the one.
tackle.
Yeah. The one mauling people. Paris ain't mauling nobody, but the one, yeah. Not the who?
Yeah, Paris.
Paris ain't mauling nobody, but okay, cool. Go ahead.
But I just like his size, man. I feel like Dak take a lot of pressure, like coming up in his face.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dak needs to be confident in an offensive guard. So we just need to get an anchor in the middle right there, man. So he's not taking all that pressure coming in his face.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, man, y'all the experts, and y'all's boy Foots, he really done put me on the running backs. I don't think Bijan gonna be there, man. I think it's a lot of smoke screens going on. I think it's a lot of people wanting Bijan Robinson. But I also feel like Anthony Richardson is about to shake the whole first round up.
Yeah, probably so.
Somebody gonna trade up and get him. But man, I'm gonna get off here, man. And I like Spears at running back. If we can get a Spears or even the dude from Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs Slade, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Gibbs can play. Appreciate you though, Cowboy Mike. Good call, man. Be safe with them.
Man, y'all take it easy. Have a good night. All right.
Yes, sir.
Tell you about those edibles.
Yeah.
There is not an issue like somebody said in the chat taking them at night, but you do got to get your timing down, man. Because if you don't know what Delta number, what that mean, you can get messed up, fam. You can start off like, oh yeah, and the next thing you know, put you to sleep.
Gone. The only thing I don't understand about 420 is that everybody celebrate 420, but y'all motherfuckers probably was high yesterday. Y'all gonna be high tomorrow.
Real smokers don't really celebrate it though.
Yeah, y'all just play along. Like, yeah, happy 420. All right, anyway. Y'all go on the Volume social media pages. My Edge rankings just dropped. So at some point,
made that Paul?
I don't know. I think it's another guy that does social media graphics like this. I don't think Paul.
I like that one a lot.
It looked good. Yeah, for sure. Just to run through them real fast. Will Anderson at 1, Nolan Smith at 2, Tyree Wilson 3, Will McDonald 4. BJ Ojulari is a top 5 guy for me. He is at 5. Luke Van Ness at 6. And in real life, I treat him more of a 3 tech than anything, but Van Ness is at 6. Miles Murphy's at 7. Felix Anaduke Uzoma is at 8. Isaiah Foskey at 9. And Nick Herbig in the run game, him small, is 10th overall for me. There we go. Chat, do y'all have any concerns or anything like that? Y'all got any whatever? I was thinking about a guy like Carl Brooks, who's technically an edge, but Carl Brooks is a 3 tech to me also. Carl Brooks is a full-time 3 tech, but I can see people using Luke Van Ness in an edge JJ Watt type of way, so I can have that there. But Carl Brooks is a full-time edge for me. So it was hard to get 10 edges on here, but those are my 10 edges. All right, Nick Herbig is number 10. Let's get into some supers. Supers.
That's facts, Big Flock.
What'd he say?
It's just another day to be hella public about the habit.
Fair enough. Shouts out to everybody failing their drug test today. Foskey is not Army guy. Foskey is Notre Dame guy. Army ain't good to me. Army guy ain't good to me. Let's see. Army is Andre Carter. All right, here we go. On the volume side, let's do it. Let's do it on 420. What's a lot up? No, that's from another show. We ain't gonna read down. Here we go. We got Toxic 4-8 check down, which is an incredible name. What's up, Shaq? He dropped 5. It says, you may be too young to remember this song, but it's around Sky's age. I Pity the Fool by Bobby Blue Bland. Well, I may be younger than Sky, but I'm from Mississippi. We know about Bobby Blue.
And he's a music savant, so
appreciate you, Master William. Bobby Blue Bland is Vikings. I Pity the Fool by Bobby Blue Bland is the Vikings theme song till they win it. All sad skull. Preached, man. My bad, man.
I like that from Cameron. We need to get the sound super from PJ's. When he was like, I think he goes,
use your superpowers. Yeah.
Remember the PJ show?
Yeah, the clay animation dudes. Yes. Yeah, they be like, you use your superpowers, super. Yeah. We gonna figure something out. But I was thinking just pulling something from Future, letting Future say it. But we'll cross that road out. We'll figure it out.
Super chat.
There you go. George, scary ass motherfucker in your ear, whispering in your ear. George Russian dropped 3 deuces. That's 6 altogether. Appreciate you, sir. He says the Panthers staff is perfect for developing Anthony Richardson for sure, 100%. The Bears should get Paris Johnson or who's BJ? Project Jones. Okay, cool. Sure. Yeah, I don't think there's nothing wrong with the Bears getting offensive line, but in real life, Bears should be getting Bijan. If Jalen Carter ain't there, it should be Jalen Carter, Bijan, and y'all do the offensive line.
No one ever mocks him there, but that makes so much sense because they got the rookie quarterback on a rookie deal, learning, let him hand the ball off some more. I'm with you.
Well, I'm saying build your line later, man. You got picks. And then he also says Cowboys. Darnell Wright, Bijan Robinson, or Zay Flowers. Well, Bijan will be the best player in the draft, so we're going to be the best player that'll be there. So Bijan, then Darnell Wright, then Zay Flowers for me. Will Steele, so we know your Bijan take, but Darnell Wright or Zay Flowers for you.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. The value just makes more sense right there for me, and I think Darnell might be a better player. I don't know.
Value plus need. I mean, it's too much.
Yeah, too
much that goes in his favor.
Too clear. Plus, you're gonna run out of guards before you run out of wide receiver. Like you're gonna find a quality wide receiver later to fit that role for you. Darnell Wright is the last elite this draft, considering the last elite offensive lineman that you may get. But appreciate you though, George. We don't wipe them 304s. Chris Drive 5 says, why does Philly need Bijan? Hey, don't, but I mean, nobody really need Bijan. He just may be too good to pass up. Why does Philly need Bijan? I was told their quarterback is a guy who elevates talent. Chris Cansey is a clown, by the way. Yeah, we know that, man. Okay. Yeah, we know people just go on TV and just say anything. Chris Cansey and Bartholomew, appreciate y'all on the volume side. And on the Voch side, here we go. Refresh. Queso 52. That sounds great. Queso 52 Drive 5 says, would you trade the Cowboys' second round pick for Trey Lance? Nope. Similar skill set to Dak.
What?
And a good insurance policy for the Cowboys. Love the content. Appreciate you guys. Salute, man, my guy. I ain't trading second round pick. For what? Yeah. I ain't trading. Trey Lance ain't done shit. Black Lion Drop 5, the super chat says, Voch, if we get Bijan and Mafi, it would take us to the Super Bowl. What if we get Bijan and this Bradford motherfucker from LSU? What if we get him? Oh boy, where we going then?
Well, good thing with Bijan, he don't need a great offensive line to be nice.
Yeah, but if we end up with Bradford, I'm starting Chuma Adoga. Put that motherfucker guard.
I mean, that's starting Tyler Smith, right? And then you got to put Tyron, which I don't want to do that.
You know what I really need, Will? I need for Willetsko to be real good.
Yes.
If Willetsko was real good, that'll answer the problem for you.
Problem is, he got shoulder issues. Hurt guy. Wiry, long, needs to build up his strength. We have to pretend like he's not there. You know how we've been saying that a lot? Mm-hmm. Like he doesn't exist until he makes himself exist.
We should do a show where we says, man, if we could just snap our finger and make two people good, like who will we pick? And for me, it'll be Willetsko and Kelvin Johnson.
I'm about to mute you because that could be a.
Well, don't worry about it. Never mind. Well, shit, we about to have draft content now. We got shit to talk about.
True.
But yeah, we can always bring that back later on and expound on it. But anyway, Adrian Lindsay Drop 5 says 75 is like John Wick's car. He'll be ready by 2023. You talking about Bradford, man? Just look, man. If it take that long to like, if it takes 6 years to fix a dude, man, get him up out of here, man. Get him up out of here. Adrian came back and dropped a deuce. Says I can hit a duck under a 75. I can hit a duck under on 75. Yeah. He ain't pass blocking nobody.
You remember Nate Livings and Mackenzie Bernardo or Bernardo?
Yeah.
I don't know why, and I haven't went back and watched them, but just in my head, I'm like, a Bradford pick reminds me of when we had them. They never were the answers. They weren't good players.
Jeremy Parnell.
Well, I like Parnell as a swing.
Yeah.
Livings was a big guy, but he didn't play like it was just. That's kind of what he reminded me of.
Well, that's how I thought of Joe Looney. Joe Looney was never good to me, but people liked him because he wore his, because he wore a stomach out that one time. He put on Zeke real life jersey.
Joe was fun. Joe was good to have in the locker room and good backup.
Yeah,
you didn't really want Joe to have to start all year like he did the 1 year, but hey, man, he held it down best he could until he ran into, suing them boys.
Yeah, real life motherfuckers.
Really?
Boy, look, I lost so much respect for Joe Looney when Ndamukong Suh picked him up and dropped him on top of Zeke. Boy, that day I was
Trust
done
me,
with
I remember because right after that, all off season, I was just like, damn, Voch is he killing Joe Looney.
Look, Will, it wasn't even Aaron Donald. Connor Williams sold that up, but damn, Joe Looney was just getting whooped by Ndamukong Suh, and there wasn't nothing we can do about it. I was like, man, I'm sick of this. I'm sick. How do we block Aaron Donald, but we can't deal with Ndamukong Suh? Goodness. Alex says, did you watch Yaya Diaby? Yep, I ain't like him. Or his cousin on the other side of the field.
Yeah, we talked about Yaya like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. Wasn't a fan. Day 3 guy, 6th round, 7th round. True Believer dropped 5, but shit, boy, knowing Alex, I can disagree. He gonna be like, but Voch, he da. Alex don't just let me disagree. He like to add context about why I'm wrong. He loved to fight.
The irony, he said, gotcha.
Well, I take all that shit back. Alex just let me live on that. I take that shit back, then, Alex. My bad. True Believer Drive 5 says, do you think the age of a lot of these prospects will affect their draft stock, especially for Cowboy picks? It should. I like older players. I mean, you've been living longer. I mean, you've been playing football longer. You know, normally I say every year these Senior Bowl guys, these senior football players are the best guys. So shit, you just add one more year to it. Hell yeah, I like them. You know, the older player. I think Hendon Hooker gonna be able to come in day one and play better than some of these guys. They've been playing so long.
It's a fascinating situation because of this COVID, right? That you're going to get Henley 6 years in college. 6. Yeah. Kind of crazy. Crazy. But quarterback wise, where does it sound? So I don't think it's a negative. You know, the more experience, probably the better. Some of these other players, I don't know, but then it's going to die out, right? It's going to go back to guys being 22, 23 being old. I don't know if it's going to be 24, 25-year-olds anymore after like 3 more years.
Nah. Hell no. They try and come out and get that money. L Drive 5 says, say Voch, let me know if I can donate some funds for worthy fans. Okay. If he wants to donate a 1-month Patreon subscription, we'll talk about that, brother L. I'm trying to pay you. Quit dropping super chat. I'm trying to pay you. Appreciate you though, sir. And Adrian Lindsay came back and dropped another deuce and says, Sue is just big as hell. Shit, he was strong that day. He was big and strong that day. Anyway,
Sue, we gonna have to revisit this.
Yeah,
Sue coming out. I remember.
Yep.
Was better than Jalen Carter to me.
Yeah. Man, look, and Ndamukong Suh was the dude that they was talking about transcend. He was like he transformed what D-line was going to be at the next
right.
level.
So for some of the younger, and it sounds funny, younger fans, just imagine that. Right? Just imagine a guy that was better.
Yeah. Man, y'all wouldn't outside. Look, 2 guys. And one translated in the league and another one didn't. And Ndamukong Suh and Nick Fairley. Nick Fairley used to take over games by himself. Yeah. Look, Auburn beat some of the best teams. LSU, Alabama, all these other guys. Auburn beat some of the best teams with one dude on offense and one dude on defense. Madness.
Yeah.
But Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, that's me, Will Steele, and this Bradley motherfucker from LSU today. At the volume, all right, Bradford, whatever what his name is, Langston Hughes.
Bradford, yeah.
Bradford, whatever. At the volume, true love can lead me to share my story. Pride causes me to make myself the hero of every story I tell. Hold on now. Love can lead me to share my story. Pride can cause me to make myself the hero of every story I tell. Love can lead me to share my story.
The second sentence.
The second sentence is a banger.
I mean, it brings it all together though.
Oh, never let your pride overshadow the plot. Never let your pride overshadow your plot. Let me just say why that second sentence is fire. Pride causes me to make myself the hero of every story I tell. Like this is what pride means to me, Will Steele. Growing up, right? You know, just growing up, whatever, boom, boom, boom. And I had men in my life. I had uncles in my life, dad, stepdad, grandpas, or whatever. And they taught me how to be a man or whatever, right? So I'm man of my house now. So when, you know, Ladybug, when Ms. Nay come and tell me, hey, I need something fixed, and I go fix that mug, I'm going to bring that shit back up later. I'm going to bring that shit right back up later. And don't let one of her friends just be talking on the phone loud, just on the speakerphone, talking about something. Man, the dude I'm with, man, he don't even know how to change a light bulb in the house. And I'm just going to come in and tell my story. Boy, ain't it good to have a man like Lombardi that can come in and fix some shit and change your light bulb and plumb the sink and do some other, ain't it? And I make myself the hero of my story, Will Steele. Because of the pride that I took, the pride that I take in improving myself. Learning how to fix stuff, learning how to cook. Oh, my man can cook. Going to dojo, learning martial arts, going to the range, getting my marksmanship right. Hey, man, I take pride in my skill set. Look at what Voch Lombardi said. This ain't just Voch, the dude from Natch. This is Voch Lombardi now. I take pride in this. So shit, man, look at what I've done here. Look at what I've done here. I feel that, Marcus Harrison. I feel that. That's fantastic, brother. That is fantastic, sir. Anyway, that was a good one, man. I'm gonna say that and share that with some young people. But anyway, Cesar Sanchez says, Voch, you throw a mean axe as well. Well, see, when I learned how to throw axes, I just knew one day I was gonna need to throw axes, you know what I mean? So I just practiced it and all that. So then one day when somebody breaking my crib and I can't shoot a gun too loud, I'm a fuck. And it's going to be another story to tell. You understand what I'm saying? If I change the battery in the fire alarm, I'm taking all the credit. Hey, man, look. Hey, man, if you go to some people's house, their alarm be beeping. Look, they don't even know it's beeping. They got so used to it. You know what I mean? I will change the battery in their alarm and stop that beeping. Be sure to hit all the likes and the subs and all the buttons on the volume, please, man. We need this traffic. We need the engagement. We need the buttons to be hit. Be sure to follow me on social media, VOCHLOMBARDI. Follow me on Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi, where we watch the film as a whole, and twitch.tv/Voch Lombardi. We'll be going back to that at some point, but we're going to wait till the draft gets here. All right. We're going to finish the draft and we're going to get back into Twitch, which is our free time. All right. I'm being point guarded by the best in the business, Master William Steele. Appreciate you, sir. Follow him on social media on Twitter, Skywalker, STEELE, for all his good work. And you catch him in the morning, A to Z Dallas on YouTube. Type it in, A to Z Dallas, 8:30 to 10:30 in the morning. Love y'all to pieces, man. Love you, bro. And for the rest of the hooligans, I may do a little pop-up show somewhere. I don't know, but just don't look for us until it's draft time, all right? Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woes and Piece of Weezy. Till next time, volume.
Are you not entertained?
Boy, Wilson, I changed that light bulb, boy. She was like,
Oh, you can change the light bulb.
That sink, boy. She was like, Boy, took her car keys and took it through the car wash. She was like,
Did I miss the smoke detector episode?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
Shit, I ain't never had no